Hi, and welcome to AAHPO's American Armenian Health Professionals TV health program. I'm Dr. Ohan Karatoprak. This week we are in Armenian nursing home in Emerson, and it's with me, my guest, Mr. Matthew Russo, who is director of the Armenian nursing home. Mr. Russo, welcome to our program.
Good afternoon.
We have the Armenian nursing home. We know a lot of Armenians come here. Give us some information about how many beds we have, what kind of beds we have, acute care or subacute care.
Our home is duly certified for 86 beds, both Medicare and Medicaid.
Right.
We have been in business for over 75 years in northern New Jersey. We average anywhere between 10 to 15 residents per day for subacute care.
Right.
But the entire facility is licensed for subacute care as well as long-term care.
Out of all those residents we have here, how many Armenians do you think the percentage was, average?
The average census for Armenians is around 40 to 45%.
So it's almost half of the residents are Armenian descent.
Yes.
Then are they referred mainly from churches and families, or they come from hospitals?
The community at large, as well as hospitals in our area.
I'm sure our nursing home is CMS certified, yes?
We are.
Yes. How are we in terms of ranking in the CMS level?
We are at the top of every list you can possibly imagine.
That's what
we have a 5-star rating with CMS, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. We also have a 5-star rating or a Best Nursing Home designation from U.S. News and World Report.
What are the recent changes that happened with Obamacare and the nursing home? Can you give us some information?
Sure. Well, most people think it's all about insurance for the poor, but it has a lot, there's a lot more to learn about Obamacare. The majority of people think that it is just for insurance, but what really has occurred due to the expenses or expenditures that the government spends on Medicare have risen exorbitantly over the last number of years, and there is a shift to provide more education and a push towards wellness rather than spot treatment.
Okay, Mr. Russo, let's put the nursing home in one sentence. How would you put this nursing home in one sentence to us? Give us the best way that you think this nursing home is.
Commitment to the community and compassionate care. We are the Armenian Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, and what most people don't realize is for everyone, and it's been that way for a very long time.
Mr. Russo, thank you very much for participating in our program.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now I have with me Mr. Torigian, who is president and chairman of Armenian Nursing Home, and another board member, Mr. Khoren Nalbandian, who is co-chair for fundraising committee. Welcome both.
Thank you.
We'll start with Mr. Torigian. Mr. Torigian, can you give us a little bit of history about this nursing home?
It's amazing because we just commemorated the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide, and the home is a direct result of the genocide. We go back to June 16, 1930, when Ohan Karatoprak and his wife Oksana had an idea to have an Armenian home for the aged. And then what they wanted to do is get an activist, a lady by the name of Arusiag Jarayan. She became the first president. And what happened was they approached, at that time, Torigian Hosepian, the prelate of the Armenian prelacy. And they wanted to get his idea, and he encouraged them. And then they went to the diocese, and the diocese encouraged them. They went to the Armenian Evangelical Church, and they encouraged them.
They got a blessing from everywhere.
We did. And then they were able to get 7 additional ladies who had the same feeling as they did. And these 9 women, in 1938, formed the Armenian Home for the Aged. And 2 of the men they got, coincidentally, happened to be from the Armenian Presbyterian Church. He was well known in the community, Sam Hekimian Sr., and Captain Chankalyan. He was captain in the First World War. They joined the committee, and they're the ones who found this house that we live in today.
And now we have obviously further extensions coming on. Mr. Nalbandian, can you tell us about the extension is coming now?
About 10 years ago when I joined the board, we formed a feasibility committee that included names of active members in the Armenian community in the tri-state metropolitan area, that was New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. And most of them, not to say all of them, are very much interested to see a new Armenian nursing home renovated. And some of them, they know the Ararat nursing home in LA, and they look forward to see another Ararat on the East Coast, which is not impossible.
So this started all 10 years ago. It's not new.
Yes, the feasibility committee
was 10 years ago.
And that study showed us that there is a big interest and support from the Armenian community for the realization of a new nursing home.
But this needs a lot of money, obviously.
Yes.
So where are we getting the money?
Of course, the 50% of that budget the board is able to generate through our funds and through our assets, and the 50% we expect from the community to chip in. We have few benefactors who want to be solo benefactors, but we don't want really to close that joy to
other people,
to other benefactors who want to have their names and their family names to be honored after certain departments. The support is massive from the community.
Which is excellent.
We are waiting the big day to announce, and we expect that the next 6 months.
So, Mr. Torigian, so I hear from Mr. Nalbandian there's really nice way going. This fundraising event is going on. How about in the board level?
Well, actually, we are very fortunate. We have 11 members on our board, and each one is an acting functional member that contributes of their time, of their effort. And as I said, we're all volunteers. That we got the award for being the best nurses in the United States in a nursing home. So we have the 3 top awards. No other nursing home in the United States can say that.
I think I'm glad that we are doing this program, so we are announcing this to the whole public that we have the best nursing home around. Mr. Nalbandian, are there any organizations that they are chipping in or supporting this project that you have?
Of course, definitely they are, and it gives me a big, great joy to mention that Catholicos of all Armenians, Karakin, the second, visited the home a few months ago, and the next few weeks we are expecting Catholicos of the Cilician chair to visit us. That this means that all our churches, including the diocese and the Armenian prelacy, are big assets for the support of the nursing home now and in the future. Besides the churches, we have the AGBU, we have the AMAA, we have the other various Armenian organizations, including the AAHPO, the Armenian Medical Fund, the Armenian Relief Society, and every single organization is interested with our project.
That is great. It sounds like it's a big project coming up. Mr. Torigian, how about this new Shenka Vorvidilla? How big it is, how it's coming along, and the project, how's the project?
We have 3.5 acres of property here.
Right.
And as we proceed with the new building, which will be, when you came here, you saw that beautiful lot on our right-hand side.
Right, it's an empty lot, that's right.
Correct. That's where the new building will go up. It will be 120 beds, it will be state-of-the-art, and we are working with the top architect and the top builders in this area to give us advice on those who have built nursing homes.
So when we will see the actual building, this empty lot?
I would say in about a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we had excellent information both from Mr. Torigian, Andrew Torigian, who is the president and chairman of Armenian Nursing Home, and Mr. Khoren Nalbandian, who is another board member and fundraising committee co-chair. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
And now it's time for this week's article, and it's about nut consumption and longevity. Nuts are rich in a variety of vitamins, minerals, and macronutrients such as plant protein, unsaturated fatty acids, and dietary fibers. They have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant properties and have beneficial effects on cardiovascular risk factors, including lowering LDL bad cholesterol and improving blood sugar regulation. Furthermore, micronutrients contained in nuts may fight free radicals and inflammation and reduce the risk of cancer development. A study done in Harvard Medical School on nut consumption and all-cause mortality suggested an inverse association between nut consumption and all-cause mortality in male physicians. Another study from Italy on nut consumption and all-cause mortality confirmed that nut consumption, approximately 28 grams a day, which is a handful of nuts, decreased the chance of mortality, including cardiovascular and cancer mortality. So have handful of mixed nuts, almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, pistachio nuts daily for longevity. Good health is precious and priceless. Stay informed. Visit AAHPO's website, aahpo.org, for up-to-date medical information and upcoming events. I'm Dr. Ohan Karatoprak. Until next program, so long.